Hey everyone. Hi. So glad to see you. My name is Carla, and I'm here with my dear friend Anne. And we wanted to come on to talk to you about our upcoming retreat, Liberation Beyond Loss. This is a healing retreat for women who have been holding it all, who have been carrying the load and perhaps suffering in silence. This is an opportunity for you to come into community with other women. It will be a transformational experience to support women to process trauma and grief and to release the heaviness so that you can begin to rediscover peace after loss. So, loss occurs in so many ways, and both Anne and I have had these intense experiences in our lives. Mine started, I was a laughter professional already for 12 years, and my mom died, and then my best friend died. And I was navigating all the hurdles of life and the stressors, and I wasn't doing it well. And I needed support, but I didn't know that I needed support. And my body, I like to call it grief body, was doing things that I didn't know was going to happen and I didn't know how to manage. And it left me feeling many times overwhelmed, and I didn't know that it was okay to be falling apart. And I also didn't know that those two losses pinged every other loss in my life that had ever happened. And it began to overwhelm my body, which is why all of these sensations started coming up and feeling like I was drowning in grief. And so this retreat is designed from my experience and Anne's experience, which I'll have her tell you in a moment, because we want to support women to have a different experience in their bodies, to be able to know that you can let go and release and begin to feel good, keeping the love, but releasing the pain and the suffering.
Hi, I'm Anne Hintz, and I lost my mother when I was 19, and I found her dead on the bathroom floor one morning when I woke up.
Mm.
So it was a huge trauma, and I didn't realize until I was in my late 30s that I was still holding on to that trauma, that loss. I hadn't dealt with it,
Mm.
but it showed up in different ways. So that might be working for you too. If you had a loss, but you didn't really work through it, it was showing up for me in PTSD, and
Mm.
I was very reactionary and
Mm.
very highly strung, and it wasn't fun. And I knew I had to change, so I did. I did this work that we're going to do on this retreat.
Mm.
I worked through that loss and other losses, and I kept going. I, at this point, can put my awareness inside of my body, and I can release tension in the connective tissue of my bones and my tissues. And I have actually changed the structure of my skull. My skull bones have
Ah,
shifted in alignment, and I have grown 3/4 of an inch in my 50s
amazing.
because of that release of the burden that I had been carrying so long. So, we're going to walk through those techniques with you. We're going to do some of the work with you so that you know how
Yeah.
to do it. So, you've experienced it,
Yeah.
you've experienced that release of the burden, and you will know how to continue on with life after the retreat.
Oh, yay. Yeah. I've experienced Anne's work firsthand, and it's just life changing. So, if you are listening and you're wondering, like, is this retreat for me? Because I haven't experienced a death of someone, I will tell you that all of those other losses in me that were pinged had nothing to do with people passing. It had to do with all of the trauma that I went through as a child, the many, many losses that I had that I didn't even know were losses, and the ways that I stuffed my emotions inside and I held it together and wanted to be a good girl and do the right things. And even just saying that, just it's really hard for me to say it because that was the beginning of the end when I started to really feel, because I was overwhelmed by those passing, I started to feel, oh my gosh, there's something happening in here that's really painful. And so this retreat is for women who have experienced any kind of a loss. And it's also a chance for you to be witnessed, for you to be seen, for you to come together in a group of other amazing women and be able to just let go for a while, let go of the responsibilities, let go of the things you do for other people, and also let go of the burdens you've been carrying and allow yourself to be held in a safe, loving place to be witnessed and transform.
And that's the difference. This retreat is going to really transform
Yeah.
you. You won't be probably aware of that transformation at this point because a lot of what we hold inside is subconscious. So you're not aware of
Yeah.
it yet. And you don't know what you don't know. So you don't know what you're going to be like at the end of that few days with us. We know we've
Yeah.
experienced these
Yeah.
transformations, so
Yeah.
we know that, and it's going to be so fun to see you transform on this journey.
Yeah.
So I do hope you'll join us, and Carla can tell us what the retreat center is going to be
Well,
like.
we picked this retreat center because it's just so gorgeous and it's also a sacred place. So this is a Buddhist retreat center in the mountains of the redwood covered mountains of California, Northern California, and it is just stunning there. They have been on this land for close to 100 years. They have built prayer wheels, there are temples, and there's so much prayer and sacred service that happens on this property. So you can really feel how the trees are holding you, and you can feel how you're not alone. And there's something about the vibration of nature in this place that is so peaceful, so that your body begins to have an experience of what peace feels like. Because if you're like me and you were carrying around so many responsibilities and stressors and everything for so long, peace wasn't familiar. And how do I even carry it inside of me? And so this sanctuary of a space will allow you, not just in the buildings, but out in nature, will allow you to begin to unfold and release and feel met with this beautiful vibration of peace.
And the Dalai Lama has been to this
That's right.
retreat center, so you will be walking in the footsteps of the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's been blessed by Dalai Lama, and it's just going to be an amazing time. We're going to be there from July 4th through July 8th. And the opportunity is to just take a break from your life, take a break from your responsibilities, and dedicate pure time just for you and your healing.
And the retreat center does have a swimming pool and
Yeah.
it does have a sauna.
Yeah.
And we will be spending time in nature and relaxing as well as doing this fairly intense inner work. So there will be a balance for you. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
we have an early bird pricing, which is $500 off the price,
Yeah.
and that is available through April
The
the
first.
1st.
Yeah.
And we also have a special if you're listening to this. If you send us a message with the words first 10, then you will get a free upgrade to a private room or the dollar equivalent if you'd rather that. And that is available until April the 10th.
Hmm. So take a moment right here with us and just put your hands on your heart. And perhaps engage your smiling muscles ever so slightly, as if you are a benevolent, kind being living right here in your body. And just allow yourself to connect with those parts that may feel overwhelmed or lost or scared. Breathing with them, recognizing that you are never alone and that you deserve to have someone hold you, support you, guide you in this journey of letting go and beginning to discover who you truly are without all of those things you've been carrying around. So take a moment to just breathe in the experience. Let it wash over you. Being in a group with other women, being held, supported, ceremony and ritual. Feeling the holiness and the beauty of who you are. You deserve to feel that beauty every single day. We look forward to hearing from you. We thank you for your time. And we hope you join us. Have a beautiful day.